best thing for him.
Right.
I think he actually might have got buffed even more. Maybe not.
I agree with you. In the early game with Bane, stealing people's damage doesn't really matter. That range is great.
Yeah.
Aether's Lens plus that in the early game is fantastic.
No one's even going Enfeeble early. People are like, Enfeeble, my God, sleep and then Enfeeble. And why would you not go pure damage brain stab?
Hell yeah.
I think that Feeble was mostly for people that played Bane mid, and they just dominated games with that.
Oh, so that
So
guy on VP and then they lost in 20 minutes? Yeah, that was great.
But it's the potential. They saw the potential of that guy in VP. And they're like, get him out before he gets killed.
Well, we have a draft.
Oh!
And we can take a look at what the teams are planning. And Grant, this is your show.
Okay, do I hustle?
You're moving over. You're gonna be our
dude?
picks corner dude.
All right.
All right, I hope you're ready.
I'm ready.
Good job, dude.
All right, so so you can start gathering the heroes that you think will be banned.
Oh, yeah, Beastmaster.
We already see a Night Stalker banned.
Yeah, I was getting him next.
Just something to note, guys.
Oh,
the
and
team that is on the
Beastmaster.
left side is the Dire, in which case this is Vega Squadron being Dire side.
Where should I put these? More towards the front, the back?
You know, you
that's
do whatever.
perfect. Perfect. I like
Just
it.
Vanna White it up there, you know? Just
Dire team
get some real good hand.
Who's that? I have really bad eyesight. I'm just kidding. It's IO.
You know, what I'm most excited about with the new patch, not saying Night Stalker banned first pick every single game.
You don't think he will?
I mean, I hope not. How bad
he's
could he
just
possibly be?
Viper.
Viper? Oh, Viper.
Wait, is V's before W because it's 2 V's equal to W, right?
What?
That's math.
5 seconds remaining.
V is before W. Yes.
Yes, math.
Well, are we sure? Oh yeah, we're sure.
Viper. I'm actually so excited for this hero. I feel like his ultimate now is so cool. It has such a great utility.
Wait, his ulti? The reason he's good is because he has Nether Toxin. He can actually farm in a lane without just right-clicking stuff.
I think that's what Jake means.
Oh yeah.
That's not his ulti. It's an Nether Toxin.
Well, doesn't his ulti
Close
like
enough.
poop out a pool, and if people are standing in it,
That's
they're-
Nether
That's another
Toxin.
toxin.
Oh, that is?
Yeah.
Is that the ulti?
No, that's Nether Toxin.
What's his ulti called?
His ulti's Viper Strike.
Well,
It's
that
been the
doesn't make
same
any
for 20
sense.
years.
5 seconds remaining.
What?
Oh,
What?
Ogre. Okay.
When he kills someone, he strikes them as Viper.
No. No.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K.
Who are you looking for, Ogre?
Oh.
Radiant
All right, I'm
team
struggling.
pick.
Found him.
I mean, this is the alphabet as per Fogged and Owen. So not
did
everything
decent.
might be as it is in America.
And Nature's Prophet. You know, you should have probably named him Furion, but it's all good.
Wow. Okay.
And there we go. 6 bans.
Nice job.
Is that a lot?
That
you
is
guys
a
think
lot.
that's a lot?
Remaining.
6 bands?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Radiant
And look at that.
team
That's a lich for Vega.
And a clockwork for MidOrFeed.
Wow.
Oh, stop it.
Great new UI we got here, ladies and gentlemen.
I like the 3 hero bans, by the way.
Why is that?
So,
Because the strategy behind picking and banning got so much about the first 4 picks, and it was very
10
often that
seconds remaining.
that there was
Dire team pick.
that there was a team that basically you have first pick, and therefore you're gonna be already ahead.
or like that?
A little to, yeah, a little to
Okay,
the right.
sick.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. Winter
Clockwork.
Wyvern picked up.
Winter Wyvern.
Interesting.
So wait.
10
Lich is on
seconds
Radiant
remaining.
side, right?
No Dire.
Okay, so Clockwork's over here. Now, Clockwork,
5
this guy likes
seconds
Roman,
remaining.
so we're going to put him here in the river. Correctly.
That's probably not good for his mechanical suit.
It is not, and that's a Winter Wyvern.
You're rusty. It is a Winter Wyvern.
Now, talk to me about WW. She back, right?
Yeah, you pretty much play a 4 protect 1-ish thing with like anti-mage, and then you just win.
Is she potentially good again because of the new items?
No. The new items are all garbage, especially Meteor Hammer. Don't get me started on Meteor Hammer.
I mean, if Winter Wyvern
Great.
doesn't get instantly bursted down, if she has her ult.
All right, I got to
Pretty
look
good.
at this from this perspective. Wait up. Yeah, in the safe lane here.
Yeah, this was a great idea. to have Grant do this. Thank you
10
very much.
seconds remaining.
Look at that. Whoa!
Wait, isn't it the same way on each side? Am I crazy? I haven't got new glasses in literally 9 years. My insurance can't afford that.
Grant, you need to get some insurance.
Ooh, a Tusk. Well,
Hey.
I have it. Tusk.
This is a very cold match. We're just missing Crystal Maiden. I think we got all the ice except for Ancient Apparition, but he'll never make it into a game.
And that's great, right? Tusk
No,
for
oh yeah.
Vega.
Well, Ancient
10
Apparition is kind of nice.
seconds
I
remaining.
mean, Tusk and Clockwork are just going to be following each other around.
In the
Five
river?
That's what they're gonna do.
seconds
In the
remaining.
river.
All right.
Between middle and bottom. So I guess
Radiant team ban.
All right.
All right.
That's a very linear draft there. I
Yeah.
see a big line. That's pretty good.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm a very linear person.
All right. So we got some more bans. We got the Phantom Lancer ban on the side of Vega Squadron.
Yeah, Phantom Lancer.
Yep.
What a hero.
And the Bat Rider ban on the side
Dire team
of
ban.
MidOrFeed. And there it is. The anti-mage ban still banned.
Thank God. Nobody wants to see any mage in any situation ever.
Why not?
Heroes boring to watch, boring to play, boring to be against.
Don't you just play techies though?
No,
Oh, okay.
boring.
10 seconds
Even boring for
remaining.
techies. Blinking illusions, ridiculous.
5 seconds remaining.
Anyway, Phantom Lancer knocked out. Is that hero pretty good now?
It farms and it fights.
Hmm.
It's like a crappier anti-mage. One hero you should be happy about. Omni Knight's pretty buffed. Omni Knight feels good.
We don't talk about that. We don't. Omni Knight buffed. He's horrible. You know, nobody pick him.
What? He went like... Oh, I can't tell if you're... Oh,
Shut up.
okay.
Yeah.
You're memeing.
Shut up. And there's no memes here.
That's a vengeful, huh?
This is a
That's
well-kept
eventual, man.
secret.
So with these 4 picks so far, I mean, in terms of strategy,
10
where are they
seconds
gonna go? You
remaining.
said Clockwork already in the jungle. Are you so sure about that?
Clockwork roaming, yeah. Clockwork in the 3 position is just terrible now. It does the exact same thing as being in the 4 role, except it's your 3 position. Now you have no one who can farm.
Fair enough.
Puck.
There's a puck.
Fuck, there's a hero that's pretty good these days.
10 seconds remaining.
But where's he gonna go? Because he can go either mid or
remaining.
With the Clockwork and a
Or
Wyvern,
offlane.
you're more than likely to see him in the offlane.
MidOrFeed.
I thought you were gonna go for MidOrFeed. Go
Wait.
ahead, Grant. Sorry.
MidOrFeed's dire, right? Sorry.
No, MidOrFeed is Radiant.
Okay, I'm losing it here. We're gonna go with offlane for now.
For the puck?
Yeah. Wait, is that right? Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Great job,
Alright,
Grant.
Cool.
got him.
Thank you.
Get him.
I'm bad. Elementary school is actually probably the hardest school year I
10
had.
seconds
4th grade.
remaining.
I got in a rock fight. No, hear me out. I got in a rock
5
fight with 2nd
seconds
graders
remaining.
during like science class, and like I just forgot all science, and so lines they're hard for me.
Wow. You
Yeah.
must have really got hit in the head with a rock.
Yeah, I did.
Pretty big one.
It was pretty bad.
All right. Cool. Did you eat crayons when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you would. You seem
Well,
like-
have you ever seen me get land sickness? I just don't get sick. I build up this immunity by eating crayons, dirt, whatever. That's the American diet, my friend.
Crayons.
Wow. That's
Okay.
good.
Nyx.
Nyx
Nyx
Assassin?
Assassino. Oh, his new talent's pretty cool, where he can phase through the terrain. He's basically like old Broodmother on crack.
But now you have a Tusk and a Nyx? Okay.
That
And-
means you're gonna have a Nyx as a 3 position?
That's what it feels like. Unless it's some kind of crazy carry Tusk.
Or
Which it's not.
crazy mid Nyx? Is mid
Whoa.
Nyx no longer good?
I think Sumail's the only one who's played that, so probably not.
Alright.
I think they lose a lot too. No, wait, I'm not allowed to say that. Never mind. EG's the best. Please, I need more monster.
Please don't fire me, oh God. Mixed Assassin. Yeah, you're right. They've got a lot in the initiation game here, especially against heroes that are good
Yeah, both
for
teams do.
defensive initiations. You got Clock and Winter Wyvern, which are pretty hard to go on, along with the Puck. I don't know if this plan is very good from Vega Squadron so far.
They have a Lich. We didn't see much Lich. I don't know. That's that one hero I always talk about. He's the only hero from level 1 that slows the game down. Just from level 1. That's his only purpose, right?
Yeah.
What's Lich's lore?
You're always telling
Well, I know
fake
it's Warcraft
lores.
3 lore, and you're like, that's incorrect.
And then correct. Lich
he-
was a very powerful wizard that
Yeah,
was
Kelp
so
is that.
scared of.
Yeah.
People tied him up and threw him in a well.
Omni Knight, I told you.
Shit, don't
You
play
told
Omni Knight.
us.
Please don't play Omni.
And that is going to be a middle puck.
And an offlane Omni Knight.
Yes.
10 seconds remaining.
And
Alright.
we have seen some sick Omni Knights, actually, I believe.
5 seconds
have we?
remaining.
Young 11 played the
Radiant
Midas
team
Radiance
ban.
phase boots by 20 minutes, Omni Knight.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, I actually did get super buffed. I mean, his cast point is incredible.
Yeah,
the
who would have guessed?
purification. Woo! I mean, he's shit.
Medusa.
He's terrible. He's gonna lose.
So Medusa was buffed and now had, as of today, slight nerf again.
10
Yeah.
seconds
So back to
remaining.
even, Chiefs.
No, I think the nerf was not because she also
5
got some buffs on
seconds
her talents, and some nerfs. The nerf was actually quite heavily on their strength gain, I think.
I like that little snakes in the preview monitor there on her hair. Give her a little pat, Grant.
No,
no. The real one.
Wait,
know,
what?
But he's gonna have to lean
The
over.
one
all
on the
way.
mon. Oh, find her. Give her a little hand on that snake. There you go. Nice.
There you go, little lady.
Brent knows how to.
Oh, we got some bands.
That was a Dragonite ban.
All right, that's a Dragonite.
Yeah.
I thought that hero was Garbo tier.
I think it is.
Yeah.
But if you're going for a push
10
lineup, I mean, you know you're getting out of Dragonite, right?
Sure.
You're going to push.
Yeah.
And he gained his damage
5
talent back, so he's
seconds
kind of
remaining.
back now. He lost the experience talent, gained the damage back today.
So,
So he's
yeah.
back to okay again.
And I think Vega does play a lot of Dragonite, right? Like,
Yeah.
It's one of those heroes you just put middle, and he doesn't really necessarily lose middle ever, even if he's versus a Viper, because he's just going to spam. But you can't bottle Crow anymore. That was like
That
the
is
one
true.
nerf to Dragonite.
Yeah.
It was actually really
And that-
huge.
That's a massive nerf, yeah. But
Well-
why would they ban out a Dragonite?
Well, because push. They don't have any push yet. Their entire team right now is attempting to make space
Yeah.
with 2 heroes and a Lich to slow things down and then letting Medusa farm. But they need more pressure on those towers.
All right.
If they don't have any tower pressure, their team is complete garbage right
So we're thinking this is a Medusa on the safe lane.
now. Yeah, I
Yes.
would.
You wouldn't put Medusa mid anymore?
No.
Dire team pick.
No.
I think because it's versus Puck, you wouldn't. Puck actually
Okay.
beats Medusa because of base damage. But with the Lich, I mean, you can put anyone, right? Lich +1
Yeah.
pretty much beats any lane.
Could I dare say, nah.
Oh, what's that ban? A Terrorblade?
It is a Terrorblade.
Terror.
Yeah. Okay.
10 seconds.
And these are great
remaining.
pictures.
Thank you.
They're loading
5
screens.
seconds
These are
remaining.
great loading screens. All right, Terrorblade doesn't exist.
All right.
Oh, it's at the T.
Got him.
exists. You're welcome.
All right, so what are we missing out of these teams? As we thought, MidOrFeed believes Vega needs a little push.
MidOrFeed needs a carry.
MidOrFeed needs a
I
carry.
mean, MidOrFeed's actually playing the Vici style. They get 4 very good team fight passive players, and then they just get 1 super hard carry like a Lifestealer or something.
Yeah.
And then if they go on Lifestealer, Winter Wyvern, Cold Embraces, Omni Knight heals, you can't kill them ever. You have to win the laning phase because of this, though. That's Mirana.
That is a Mirana.
So that will be Mirana mid.
That's interesting there.
And
On a whole
She got
different
nerfed
direction.
as well after being buffed.
Yeah.
But wasn't that big of a nerf, I think, anymore.
I think that means Lich goes with
10 seconds
the Medusa,
remaining.
though.
Yeah.
Instead of going middle, so.
These arrows are real
5
important in this game.
seconds remaining.
No pressure.
I don't know. They got a lot of bursty damage.
Mirana got nerfed, too.
Yeah.
The agility, I think, in the newest patch.
Yeah.
Dude, 3 okay, we were talking about this. 3 leaps is ridiculous, right? It's impossible to kill her now, right? In the
Yeah.
laning phase, like, well, what do you do? She
He
3?
just got.
I actually don't understand. What was the? I'm
There it
actually
is. It's a
upset.
Spectre. You thought of a hard carry?
There it is.
That's
The
the hard
heart.
carry.
Wow. Okay, so this is an interesting matchup here. They both have a lot of pressure on both teams to do well in the early game with this Spectre. Spectre's a hero I haven't seen do well in ages. But I guess, Diffusal carrier, even though Diffusal kind of sucks a little bit now against Medusa for the late game. So both have backup plans. Both have a lot of ways to fight each other in the early game. Should be one hell of a bloodfest, this one. I'm
Yeah.
pumped.
You can come over here again, Grant.
Oh, okay.
Run, Grant, while they're zoomed in on Spectre.
Yes.
There you go.
Cool.
This is movie magic. You have no idea.
Magic. All right.
So
Boom.
I notice usually you have 2 people up there doing that, but I appreciate that I'm that smart
You really are.
and I'm just that
Yeah.
known for my Dota knowledge.
We actually asked who would like to do it with you, and no one wanted to. So
All right. Who do you think is going to take this one? Because obviously we said that MidOrFeed was a favorite. Is that still the case after the draft?
I think so. I think Tomato going to be playing that Spectre. As long as the rest of the team moves around nicely, they'll win it easily.
yeah. I'm gonna go with Vega just because I haven't seen Spectre win in a really long time. I think she's a bad hero.
I would still go for MidOrFeed. Do you think they know what they're doing? We're going to find out, though. It's game number 1 of Vega Squadron versus MidOrFeed with Odie, Pixel, and Fog.
Prepare.
Oh,
for
hello,
battle.
ladies and gentlemen. I'm Odie Pixel, I'm here with Fog. We're ready to take you through the first game of DreamLeague. After a bit of a break, we're back and we're ready to rock and roll. We've got Vega Squadron playing up against MidOrFeed. We've seen the lineups, we've heard the panel's opinions on it. What do we reckon? Spectre, Medusa. Medusa's had some buffs. She's recently got a bit of a touchdown in the strength gain department.
Yeah, she got a slight nerf in stat-wise, but buff in talent, right? So I think people still won't choose the Stone Gaze duration,
No.
plus 2.5, because 800
800
mana,
mana,
absolutely insane.
Absolutely.
So I don't think we'll see a change there. And then what? You got the Mystic Snake Steel, and that replace. I don't remember exactly which one, but we'll find out soon because I am looking it up anyway. But lots of team fight on MidOrFeed is what I'm seeing, and they're just going for late game and being able to stall the game out. But looking at the other side, they're playing versus a Medusa lineup with a Lich. So Lich armor on towers late game with Medusa defending. I'm liking Vegas a little bit more, as long as they don't take head-on team fights versus MidOrFeed. If they start taking big team fights, then they're gonna get crushed for sure. And I think this is different too, right? Syndren's playing the 4.
I can't remember.
Syndren's been playing the 5.
It's been a long time ago. Well, we didn't see him. We saw him cast.
I think Syn's been playing the 5 mostly, and now he's switched and he's playing.
No, I think, yeah, you're definitely right, because normally we hard like plays as Earth Spirit and stuff coming around.
This time it's Syn playing Clockwork, so it's definitely a change up.
Let's see how this switch up works out for MidOrFeed. And the lineup as we have on the panel, had definitely a few of them believing in MidOrFeed's lineup, and definitely Spectre Omni Knight is a combo that's been pretty potent in the past. We'll see if it still holds up.
Yep.
And as we said, if Medusa has had the buffs that can allow her to deal with the Spectre.
Yeah, the Spectre puck, that's like a good one that we were talking about. It's like we used to see that one. I mean, it was a long time ago we saw it coming out like every single time. It's like you get level 6 on both, Spectre gets an urn, and you just coil them, pop haunt, and you kill somebody pretty easily. Bottom lane, Afterlife, in a lot of trouble, getting chased out here. This is, wait, yeah, that's a switch up, right? Yeah, it's a core Tusk. They had core Nyx initially, but then they switched it to Tusk. I don't like the core Tusk.
I mean, it's having a tough time to start off with, as you say, slowly but surely. Afterlife will go down. They're sort of playing around with him there. We'll grab the first blood as he gets the touch in. It's a little weird. Tomato sort of held back from punching into him.
Yeah, weird. I'm used to seeing Slayer play the Tusk as well. I really thought that they would be doing that.
Because Joma was one of the good Tusks, you know.
Yeah.
In the past, he's done some great stuff. Mid lane cancel is going to get caught out by an arrow, but he's just man fighting up against G. He's got the salve.
Yeah.
Vega back off.
I guess they just don't really like Nyx as a core hero. I can understand that because overall as a core it's weaker, but Tusk as a core is also very strange. It's very weak. You get the XP talent as a support, or the gold per minute as a support anyway. So
I mean, when have you ever seen a core Tusk in recent days? Even in a long time, it's just a hero.
The only person I think of is 11, right?
11.
That was,
that's true.
Like a year and a half ago
yeah.
or something.
Some of the Chinese sides used to bring out the core Tusk.
Very long time ago.
Oh, see how it plays out for him this game. He's come back down to the bottom lane. He's still trying to do his best to stick around and get as much XP as he has, but as we're seeing against this try lane, it's pretty tough. Tomato creeps under the tower. He's got good control of the creep equilibrium. CS-wise, no one getting too left behind. And again, Afterlife in a bit of trouble. He throws down the shards, trying to block off Synderen, but it isn't going to be successful. Sin can still close the gap. Snowball will not save this man as the cogs are down. Tomato daggers across, and that's going to be a second death on this bottom lane.
He tried to trap. Oh, mid lane. He's dead. Guess he got arrowed. He was stunned.
Geez, managed to get a couple of those. Looks like, okay. That explains why. He was trying to go for the courier there, cancel, but
okay. Yeah, I was like, how is he on that side of the hill? Huh?
he wanted it. He really did. Didn't quite have the damage.
I've been really impressed by, I mean, they haven't played in a month, MidOrFeed, but I've been watching WeHouse stream a bit and him playing support. He's definitely getting the hang of it. He understands exactly what he needs to do when he's playing these kind of heroes. So I've been going to be looking at him for quite a bit.
I mean, look at this offlane Omni. This coming out from Kezu. He's top of the CS at the moment, 15 for 2. He's playing super aggressively on this top lane, playing it off. He's getting caught in the cogs. Synderen with the rotation comes to mid, and that'll be a kill.
Sin's crushing it.
He is 1-0-2, making all the moves, all the setups, all the catches.
Yep.
That they need from this Clockwork, and it's paying off.
I'm glad you pointed that out too. Kezu Omni Knight, that was one of his specialties, right? For when he was playing for Secret, that was one of his highest win rate heroes, that and the Enigma. I like seeing him playing these more heroes that don't take a crazy amount of farm, you just get involved with the team. It just seems to fit his playstyle a lot better.
No, I really like that. He's playing it, as you say, to a point that he is getting the CS in the lane, and obviously with the changes to denies and such, it's so important as an offlaner that you get those last hits. And Kezu's, he's nailing it at the moment. 17 CS. They're trying their best to zone him out, but he hits 4. He's got a point now in Repel. Things get even trickier for them to blow him out. Back off mid lane. G with the first leap. Getting himself away very low on the mana. That's the Fairy Fire. Will be enough to keep him alive, but Council doing his best to bully back this Mirana. 16 for 6 though. G still stands with the lead as it comes to CS, but he did receive a good amount of help early on from the Lich and such.
Dire's middle tower.
This
is
game,
under attack.
the supports are pretty much just claiming bounty runes. That's what I'm watching here. Synderen's been taking the aggressive bounty rune, Weeha's been taking the defensive, while on the opposite side, Vega's been claiming the other two. So that's something we've been seeing just a lot in majority of these games.
Yeah, especially what with the two bounties being so close to each other.
Yep. So I guess that's why they put the Nyx support in Tusk off lane, because he can just use Ice Shards to block the creep waves and actually try to get experience guaranteed. But
he's in trouble again. Battery Assault's there for Sin. Sin will happily
snowball.
dive this. They'll just draw back the Tusk. Cogs are there, ready and waiting. Sin holds on to them. The Ice Charge buying is sometime getting away from the Battery Assault, but the Cog damage will be enough to finish off Afterlife for a third time in this bottom lane. It's just not working out. He's giving a lot away. Slayer's going to now come down to the bottom. He's got level 3 on the Nyx Assassin, but already these are, you know, 3 heroes that are looking pretty damn scary on MidOrFeed side, thanks to the fact that they've managed to beat quite nicely off this Tusk.
Yeah, and this is the key to their lineup, as we were talking about before, is getting the Spectre 6 as fast as possible. Weeha and Synderen have been kind of staying out of the experience range, so Tomato is actually about to be level 6 already on the Spectre, and he's got Urn coming out to be delivered. So that combo we were talking about, the Puck Coil into Spectre Haunt, that maybe could be a possibility of them being able to find the Mirana, even though she has those multiple leaps.
And they've got very good catch. MidOrFeed, there's no doubt about that.
Slayer might have just get brought up here too. Synderen is just everywhere.
He really is. Spike Carapace will buy some time for Slayer. But Synderen will chase. Dreamcore's down. Cogs out to there for damage. He's fairly beefy on this Nyx Assassin, but not beefy enough. Another kill for MidOrFeed. And as you say, Synderen, he really is nailing it. I think he's been involved in all 5 kills so far.
Yep, he's the 4.
This position change up, yeah, it certainly seems to be in the opening 6 minutes of this game. There's no doubt about that. The calls and movements being made by Sin, paying off. Bottom lane, Afterlife unable to get the shard catch. Tomato salves back up, and as you say, the Urn is now there. So he'll be more than happy to take down Afterlife once more. Having that Urn charge for a Haunt gank can be massive early on. Bottom lane, Afterlife trying to get himself away. Cogs are down, pushing him back. Do they have the damage? Those shards, I don't think they're going to help him. He was trying to keep away Synderen.
Nice triple stun, though.
It does. This turnaround from Vega with the TPs may just be enough to find the kills in return. They'll look towards Synderen. He has the stick charges, though, bringing them back, still surviving throughout all this pain. Afterlife still will be the first to fall, and Sind, with the Cog play, TP out, he'll get back to safety. G leads forward, trying to finish off the bigger kills, and he should find Tomato. Tomato backing off with the Urn charge, but Slayer and Zayat's hot on the case. I mean, he's going to make them have multiple TPs down there. He's buying a lot of space for his team. Finally, the snowball comes across and will be enough damage to bring down Spectre. They did, of course, get the Wyvern as well. So mass reaction from Vega Squadron does get a couple of kills. Sin, though, with a very neat little escape on the block.
Sin survives. That was pretty damn nice. Top lane.
Yeah, he has to
TP out.
Alardance is properly spooked by the presence of Weeha's Wyvern.
So heavy rotations to punish the Spectre. Spectre used all of his her Urn charges.
Yeah.
Almost phase boost completed, but I would say that's like almost not even worth it there for Vega. They had to commit so much to get those like 2 return kills.
Absolutely, that was a lot of resources. I mean, it felt like they had to do it, but at the same time, you could tell it was one of those moves that probably didn't feel too good to do. You wouldn't celebrate about that.
It gets Tusk back in the game, though, right?
Sure, you give
Afterlife was pretty much just screwed, and now he's able to farm a little bit, get level 5.
But the thing is, they still have to be on high guard, you know, Vega Squadron. Haunts available, was not used that last fight.
Yeah.
So any of these lanes could get turned in. And it's going to be Zayat's on the top, being chased down. Synderen closing the gap with the Tranquils. Battery Assault into the Cogs. The catch, it's perfect. Zayat, no escape at all. Purification and a slap from the hammer of Kezu brings down Lich. 7 for free. These movements, Synderen 3-0-4. I gotta say, this is some of the best opening play I've seen from Synderen. 8 minutes in, making such an impact on every single lane.
Yeah, he's got a really good 4 versus 4 matchup. That's what we've been seeing a lot of times, and that's why I think that's why Grant was saying, you know, we'll see the Tusk being played 4, because they can actually play versus each other. You can snowball out of the Cogs, you can shard yourself out of the Cogs if you're lucky, and you can roam in a similar manner. But when it's a Nyx can't do the same roaming potential as Clockwork. You get stuck in Cogs, you're dead. So Sin's been having very crisp rotations, but it's a little bit of an easier game for him. But we'll give him the credit. He's involved in everything.
Finn's on again. Spike Carapace and the Shards do force the back, but oh no, that roll brings them in close. They'll pop the horn. Tomato's ready to play. They're all grouped up. They're trying to get themselves out of this one, Vega Squadron, but I think they may all just die. Slayer taken down by the Purification. Afterlife stuck in the tree. Cinnamon will finish him off with one more right click. Oh, the Cogs, it does it. Over the Shards. Sin still gets the kill, despite Afterlife's best attempt to get out, and Kez is just moving in. A second Purification brings down another G, coming in for the turnaround that they desperately need. He'll be able to burst down the Spectre. The Chain Frost thrown out does bring down a second. They are getting the revenge kills, but Weeheart and Sin should be fine. They'll pop the Cogs, they'll TP out. G cannot find the vision for the arrow. It comes in a little too late. So again, Vega, they come in with the rotations, but still, it is MidOrFeed finding the favorable trades. They're coming out on top.
They got the Dusa. That's the important thing. The Mirana comes in and gets some cleanup kills, but they got the Dusa, and that's what matters.
As a replay there for those of you still using your 520 by 260 monitors. Coming up to 10 minutes in.
The Dusa Mirana are very farmed, though, for Vega, but the Tusk is quite limited, having the same net worth as the Clockwork on the opposing team. And he brushed the Soul Ring. So a much better item on Tusk now because of the double gauntlet build-up. I like that. You don't want to go, you don't want to go Arcane Boots on a core Tusk. Rather just go the Treads into Tread Soul Ring. That does make a lot of sense.
And despite these kills, though, as we can see on the board, Vega Squadron still actually having the highest net worth on both Dusa and Mirana. Just hitting those creeps a little bit better than that of MidOrFeed. And obviously with some of these plays, getting the big kills at the end does add up to giving their cause a boost, as they have been the ones picking them up, as we saw with G's reaction coming up to top. Top lane.
Early towers are really important in this game because panel mentioned it, there's no pushers in this draft really. Mirana and Medusa are like okay, but they're not really like tower hitters in that essence. So MidOrFeed actually claims the first one, which is very important with the Spectre lineup. Now they can get some invasive wards, and they can look for that Dusa, who they know is going to go in the jungle. And
I like this as well. Look at what Tomato's got queued up. Is this the build now on the Spectre? You get the Mask of Madness.
I haven't seen that on like a lot of just carry heroes.
Yeah, it's still a good item.
Madness, yep.
Did get changed to 707B, didn't it? With the
it's one more minus armor now. It's 7 instead of 6.
So it's a little more penalizing, but still, as you say, the attack speed for the amount that you get for the price that you pay is still incredible value, especially when you got a hero that has something like the Desolate. Hitting extra times, it does a lot with this hero. Tomato.
Gets hit
trouble
by a
there.
very big snake there.
I think he can get himself out of this. Well, he's got the urn and the dagger. Looks like it's going to be enough. The Vega trying to chase with the Moonlight Shadow. But yeah, just a little too speedy, as Tomato will get himself away.
That's how Vega's going to have to play for a bit, though. They can play this. The Knicks can run around scouting, but for the most part, they're going to have to play a bit reactionary because of the way that their top tower got taken out. That top tower gives like the access points for MidOrFeed, so they have to ward defensively, as you see them doing so. They put one defensive ward down just to see those movements going into the jungle. Cancel. Gonna be going for Treads. Good efficiency, double bounty rune for him. So Treads into Blink Dagger, the new build. We've been seeing Veil taper off a little bit for some reason.
Because the nerfs. Well, the damage is gone.
The damage is gone. You get more int, I believe it is, but I think it costs a little bit more, right? So it's like a little bit different now.
It didn't seem like anything
very minimal.
Yeah,
it's just cost, very little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know, people just are, not everybody's opting for it, but this team, they don't really have a crazy amount of magical, I guess, either. It's the Wyvern and Clockwork spells and the Puck, and that's it.
Sure.
Yugi wants the Blink.
I guess even in the past, it wasn't built every time. Sure, yes. A lot of the times, but there was still obviously other ways to play the hero.
Yeah.
Let's see what they can find with this smoke.
So as we said, top tower goes down, and the way you want to play versus Medusa is the invasion. Just constantly invade into the jungle, be able to find her when she's farming, because she takes a while to build up. But now he's the real you, or Aloha, gonna be able to farm up multiple camps.
Bottom lane.
Kezu's got the Midas queued up. So he saw him he queued up a mech initially, but I think he knows this game's gonna go late, right? And look at their lineup. I think this is a good pickup this time. Oh, the arrow actually, the shards pushed him into it.
Oh, that was neat.
Bye-bye.
And he is not getting out of this one. They've got more than enough chain stun and control. Kezu is down. Did he spend his, he did spend his money.
He got his Midas.
But it looked like, he had about 2,100 anyway, so he was going to lose some nonetheless. But the Midas is there. Maybe 25 seconds he's not going to be able to use it for. The mid lane, MidOrFeed do continue to take more objectives. They take the tower. See it again, as you said. Really
looked like the shard pushed him into it.
I think the arrow would have hit anyway.
Yeah,
It would have hit anyway.
But still, it looked cool.
It did look cool. We'll give him that. And the arrow came before they had any vision.
Yeah.
Right. So that was, you know, nice heads-up play from G.
We hop towards bottom. They look like they want to defend this tier 1.
They've got Haunt. They've got, I mean, they've got all
everything.
ults. They're ready to go if someone gets a good jump. But Vega's Squadron, quite smartly, slowly moonlighting and making sure it's very hard for MidOrFeed to get that grab that they know that they're looking for. They know that the ultimates are ready.
Yep.
And they do not want to get caught out by this very potent lineup when it comes to getting a jump on them.
Yeah, that's all that MidOrFeed really needs to do is stay grouped up for the most part until Spectre gets massive, and that's their win condition.
Yeah.
Tomato almost has the Mask of Madness, and then he will be building into the Manta.
Yeah, I guess other than the Mask of Madness, not really going to expect too much differentiation from the build.
Yeah, the Manta is just good for singling out the supports because you get all the
It's so
Desolate
good,
bonus
yeah.
damage. And Diffusal, I mean, of course in the past we'd see it's like, oh, Lich, Diffusal, but now you can't purge off the Lich armor, so
Nope.
it's not as good. It's still good because there was some Medusa, but it's not.
I mean, I think he'll still get it.
Yeah, he'll still get it probably
get it.
after. Manta Diffusal is the
Medusa,
core.
yeah.
And Tomato,
Oh,
the arrow
God.
actually's,
Oh,
that's a mistake.
that was a straight-up misplay. Yeah, no
Yeah,
way
that
that
was-
should have missed. But it did. Tomato will survive.
Lucky. Slayer went for the max Carapace build this game, so 2-1-4 on.
I mean, he was having a rough time earlier with the sort of what Sin putting a stop to his rotations. So certainly helps him kind of break the, you know, create the distance between him and the clock once the battery salt comes in. And that's the Mask of Madness complete. So as soon as the Mask of Madness up, they go with the smoke. That ward did catch the very edge of them going for this move. So we'll see how Vega Squadron reacted. They're on the high ground, trying to get the better position, but now get the position with the rocket flare, hook shot straight in onto the Lich. There's the horn popped as well. Dreamcold catches out Aloha Dance, instantly responds with the Stone Gaze, but he goes straight back to base. Stone Gaze and TP out. Aloha Dance will save himself. They only lose the Lich, and to be honest, that's
They got all
pretty good.
They got most of the big creep stuff from MidOrFeed.
Oh,
Took out
okay.
all those big Ancients. So a bit of a win there for them, and they forced a lot of reactions again. And Chain Frost was committed, and Chain Frost is like the one big team fight spell that Vega actually does have at the moment.
True.
It's a decently low cooldown though. I mean, 100 seconds now, but 80 until it's back up.
And that's the thing, I guess, as well. They
Oh, Sin? He threw a scan? He actually finds Slayer.
He did. He catches it there. Sin with the heads up. Are they going to be able to get the kill there? That's the question. They do have, yeah, Kezu in the neighborhood with the purification. Sin
All right, Sin's out of control.
with the foresight there.
He is part of all their kills.
5-0. This, honestly, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even having a
commending him
joke.
right
This
now.
has got to be one of the best performances I've seen for Sin
I'm
in
commending
a
him
while.
right now.
This is, he's doing amazing. He is absolutely amazing. He's changed.
Radiant's middle tower.
Well, as
New
we
role,
said, he
new
has
man.
the new roles. Yeah,
He's got
role
the
switch
double
up.
raindrop as well. He's representing.
But didn't we look at that? Is that not? That's not good because you lose both charges.
You lose both charges when you do get hit by spells, but you get the bonus mana regen. So
I mean,
maybe-
I guess value. That's some Sin mathematics.
maybe he's building into another turn.
I mean, I doubt it. Maybe. Who knows?
I don't know.
Spirit Vessel, let's go.
Yeah, it
Get
could
some
be.
new
It
items.
could be.
Are we seeing any new items this game?
Not
Nah.
yet. I don't think we will either for bit. I'm thinking. I mean, what do you count as a new
Dire's
item?
middle tower is
Oh, we do have
under
Puck
attack.
going back for Veil. Okay,
Okay.
so not too much of a difference.
Just wanted to blink first, yeah.
I guess you can't really count any of these new. Scotty, like that's just no Orb of Venom anymore. We see
True.
Aloha rushing it, but
A little nicer to build.
it's not a new item. And nothing else. No
Dire's
Kayas.
middle tower is under
No
attack.
Aeon discs. Or, sorry, Eon discs.
Eon.
Eon.
Can we get the pronunciation
Radiant's
correct?
bottom
Apologies.
is under
Come
attack.
Names.
I always thought it was Aeon.
Radiant
I mean, it's spelled
structures are fortified.
They're really defending this tower. We said it, right? Defending towers is really important in this game. Taking towers is really
Yeah.
important because no natural pushers.
Yeah, well,
So-
MidOrFeed, yeah, not losing a single tower.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of splitting the map up and distributing the resources.
I mean, it's so hard for Vega to do anything whilst these ultimates are available.
Yeah.
Because they've just got so many great ways to react,
Dire's
MidOrFeed.
under attack.
And I think, you know, Vega can do this. They can play the farm game. Aloha Dance, for the most part, is going to be able to farm a lot quicker than the Spectre.
Sure, that's the Mask of Madness.
Yeah.
Both of them kind of come into play. So it's MidOrFeed though. They have, you know, this Spectre late game. Spectre late game is no joke versus these heroes. There's still no team fight. Eventually, you have to be able to win team fights, or you're just gonna end up losing the game. And they have a lot of different ways to clear the waves on the side of MidOrFeed. While on Vega, sure, Medusa kills him kind of fast. Mirana as well. I guess you could argue that Tusk does as well with the double nukes if you take the snowball damage, because you can just double nuke and clear them out right away. But you look at MidOrFeed's and there's this, you know, they have Wyvern, they have Puck, they have Omni. these heroes just insta-clear creep waves.
I mean,
no
yeah,
risk.
I think we've really got to respect how powerful the Deucer can be. Like, this hero, I think, is so good.
Yeah, Deucer, and it's Deucer Lich. So late game, like defending high ground is really what it's going to be. It's going to be, can they pierce the lines?
I mean, that's the thing. Well, level 25 Lich, what do you get? Is it 30 HP regen to buildings or something great? Yeah.
You sure do.
30 HP regen to towers. It's amazing. Some crazy stuff. Yeah. I guess you wouldn't take the other one now, would you?
What, the attack slow? No.
You want to heal at your towers. There's a reason why. That's very
I actually thought that one was going to get changed, to be honest.
You thought that actually
because it's like, I actually didn't see like anybody taking it. Because you don't really see it as a Lich, like when you auto attack in the fights. I see people take the damage one from time to time, but when it was level 20. Now it's level 15, that could be a bit different. Because you got level 15 so quickly as a Lich. But yeah, those were the weird ones to me. Because you don't see, it's like, all right, we're getting core Lich this game, guys. That doesn't really happen. So Vega trying to get as much information as possible with their next assassin, but they're not able to pressure this just constant farm that MidOrFeed's doing.
I mean, that's the thing as well. We saw what Slayer like a couple of times go for these sort of lead-ins to some action, but there's just no follow-up.
Courier.
Oh, we should have this.
Just out of range. Oh, they immune it as well. Just
they're smart.
And he TP's out. Sin was ready. Look,
he was ready. He came straight in with the TP. He wanted to get that catch.
Sin's got a force staff now. So you can get that. You can try to catch Mirana. Still probably can't because it's triple. You can try.
I mean, the distance isn't too great. I mean, forcing a hook shot, and he can see. I can see Sin out playing.
You think?
I can see it. Sin,
you know, just because of the game, I'll give him the credit.
Going off how he's been playing, we can definitely see some smooth moves from Sin.
Both teams kind of mirroring each other's movements, playing in the opposing jungles. CIS puts down an aggressive ward. At the same time as Weeha puts down an aggressive ward as well. And it looks like they will finally lose that bottom tower on that MidOrFeed.
Jumping in on this. And he's really going in on Afterlife. He needs some help. I mean, he's being flashy. And he will be fine. Weeha, they're sort of prodding and poking at Vega Squadron, and they, amongst those two.
Oh, Sin's coming now. Sin's like, I've got the reveal.
Yeah, this now changes things. They've got to get out of that Vega Squadron. There's 4 arrows. Make that 5 with the Horn coming in from Tomato. Ready to party on this top lane. CIS will turn around with the Chain Frost. It's going to be Tomato can't chase for the kill. Cancel will look for it, but he hasn't quite got the damage. So that's a few ults being thrown down by MidOrFeed. They don't get the kills, but they will get themselves another tower. And it is still early days, 21 minutes, and they are keeping the pressure on in terms of taking objectives.
They're not. The thing is that they're not really punishing the Deucer. Is my top lane?
That was
gonna commit. This is a 2v4 right here by Vega.
That was a bold play. I mean, they saw Cancel going for that TP. They wanted to cancel it, and it just ends up costing them the life of the next assassin. Slayer's down. Solo pushing tier 2s.
Yeah. And during that as well, Aloha was farming, so he's got the full Eye of Scotty finished up now.
Honestly, as I say, looks like MidOrFeed have got some nice momentum with the way that they're playing and pulling together, but as you said, the fact that this Medusa is having a free game, that's worrying.
They have to find her. I think they need to start, I think, warding the Ancients, the dire area, you know, the triple camp area. I think that's probably the next bet that MidOrFeed wants to do this so they can always have eyes on this Deucer, because they've been doing a good job of invading the enemy jungle, but not watching that right side.
No, Aloha Dancer's been very smart with his farm.
Zayats has been giving him perfect ward vision, so he can do this. Oh, Weeha actually just spotted Zayats warding there. So we're probably going to see a D-ward right away. Yep, there it is. Goes for the deny. Oh, no. You don't want to get wards denied anymore. It's 100 XP per ward now with 100 gold, so it's pretty important. Slayer walking up into vision here. Going for Wee.
And he's got G there as well. That magical damage. There's no chance of Wee playing himself out of that one, and they're into the pit.
Yeah, with the Solar Crest finished on the Tusk already, he's pretty farmed. MidOrFeed's in some serious trouble here.
Weeha's buying back. He knows that this is going down. They want to go for a big play with a hook shot. How long till Horn? They don't quite have Horn back up.
No. 38 seconds.
Can they go for a big steal? It's close. They may have to go in kind of blind. Okay, they've got the vision from the rocket flare. They're ironing up. Jump forward from Cancel. Roshan still alive. Who's going to get the kill? Winter's Curse comes down. Radiant get the kill. Tomato takes the Aegis. MidOrFeed managing to take control of the pit. The Stone Gaze and stun, making good time for Aloha Dance to punch back into this lineup of MidOrFeed. Tomato's falling low, but Purification's there from Kezu. They move in onto Aloha Dance. Vega Squadron have lost 2. The rest of them trying to get out of there. Moonlight Shadow not saving them with the vision already out from MidOrFeed. 3 heroes down on Vega Squadron. Slayer's trying to run, but he's dusted up, slowed down, jump forward from Cancel. They clean up a 4th around the pit.
I've seen this so often, Owen. this Winter Wyvern around the Roche pit. The Roche gets low,
so
you
strong.
just curse the enemy team. They cannot take the Roche, they cannot hit the Roche. You walk in and just take it. So we're gonna see again, Weeha's buyback here was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Cancel, jumps in, no fear because he's a puck. Curse comes out, they focus the Roche, get the Aegis, and from there, MidOrFeed already has such massive amounts of team fight. You see the Chain Frost bounces several times, but they have Guardian Angel, they have such a high amount of heals and sustain that
Really nice.
just so much.
Kezu as well, just having the back of Tomato just in time. Like, he obviously managed to pick up the Aegis, so he would have mattered if he went down, but the fact that they're able to preserve it coming out of that defense of the Roshan area, that's absolutely brilliant for MidOrFeed.
Yeah, they need
Total
that.
cleanup. And triple kill for Cancel. He's going to be up in the, what's he got now in terms of money? Is he buying anything big off the back of that fight? What, Lincoln Spear?
Yep.
Kind of around the corner. He's nearly got enough of that ultimate orb.
He's becoming a bit of a right clicker as well.
Bottom lane.
Takes the damage down. G has leap up, has another leap, and another one.
They do have Horn. You got to remember, wasn't popped in that Roshan fight.
Yeah.
Tomato's being hunted, but he's got the Aegis.
Everybody's here too.
It's a hard kill for Vega Squadron. MidOrFeed are going to be more than happy to take the fight. Noble comes in. They're looking to try and lock down Synderen first. But there's the Horde. 3-man coil comes through the purification. Bashes into 2 of them. They'll drop the Winter's Curse, holding back the Juicer so they can finish off the heroes around her. And now they'll turn back towards Aloha. Stone Gaze will buy some time for Aloha to punch into Tomato, but he hasn't quite got the right click required to bring down the Spectre at this stage of the game. Cancel jumps back in. Spike Carapace will slow down the puck, but they'll slowly and surely chase down Medusa. Aloha Dance cannot get himself out of this one. Tomato hits a killing spree. Slayer's gone as well. Again, Vega Squadron lose 4 heroes.
They can't team fight. This is what we were talking about. You can't team fight it right now, and there's just nothing you can do when they just run at you with all 5 heroes. Even if you get incredibly good spell usage coming out, I mean, they have the Aegis as well on top, but it wasn't even used. They just get turned because Weeha just isolates the Dusa. They curse him alone and kill everybody else.
I mean, they're trying to come forward here with the Moonlight Shadow. They're eyeing up Cancel. They do have Chain Frost. Can they go for something tasty? They'll throw it out. Synderen does get hit a couple of times, but the Repel Purification. Kezu stays thin, keeps them out of harm's way. And the Chain Frost will not do enough. It doesn't slow down MidOrFeed. They'll just stand their ground. They've got to be careful how close they get, Vega, because Cancel's ready to jump back in. Dream Call onto 2. Zayas and Afterlife in trouble. They close the gap. The arrow does come in just in time onto the Spectre, but the save's there from Weeha. Cold Embrace, keeping Tomato at full. Has the Repel as well from Kezu. He's ready to dive into the base now, looking for the kills. Cancel jumps forward, godlike on the puck as he picks up a double kill.
They're having very good teamwork.
This is falling apart for Vega Squadron. So big. Now, top of the net worth, Tomatoes there. These last few fights have been insane. Ever since that Roshan play, it's just going downhill for Vega Squadron. They can't keep up with this.
Yeah, I mean, they've got this incredibly farm Deuce and this very farm Mirana, but they don't have the team fight. I mean, they just really don't. It's like Tusk and Nyx try to throw their stuns, and then a Repel comes out, and everything that they've been doing is pretty much nullified. And Kezu went for a Solar Crest there earlier, and now has a full mech on top of it, so he can not only increase the sustain for his team on top of what he's been doing, but increase their damage output as well. So great itemization and team play coming in from MidOrFeed, and Vega just still unable to respond. Don't really know how they can, though. They need to be able to find like some of the back lines somehow, but they're so durable. Like Omni Knight Clock, how do you kill these two? How do you kill Wyvern too? You just get counter-initiated.
I mean, as you said, it really does feel that the draft rise, the Medusa, the Mirana, perfect this game, but the other 3 heroes, it's just not working.
Yeah. I mean, Sind is 6-0 and 15, man. 21 of the 23 kills involved for his team. What a beast.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen him in the past have some good clock performances. It's definitely one of the heroes. He's very comfortable. He's very good with the movements. And we're absolutely seeing it this time, and it's ready to kick off. Hook shots there.
Aloha's isolated.
Yeah, they've got the diffuser blade on Tomato, so he's absolutely shredding through this Medusa. They'll pop the shrine, trying to keep themselves alive, but Aloha Dance, he's not got any mana for Stone Gaze. Nothing can come out from this man. Chain Frost gets thrown out by Zayas, but he's already down. Afterlife on the sidelines as well, looking to be in trouble. And looks like they're actually going to ignore him. They want to go for Slayer instead. Rocket Flare sentries down. Slayer does have the Vendetta, so he'll survive. Oh, I'll say that, no, the Winter's Curse forcing him to come out of the Invis, to turn around and punch into Afterlife. I mean, again, they're losing 4. Tomato getting a triple kill. It's just seeming to be that this game is impossible to play from Vega's standpoint.
Yeah, it does seem like that. They just lack a massive element in their game plan. Sure, they've got a farmed Mirana or farmed Dusa, but they're just getting ran at.
Yeah.
They're literally just getting all their heroes ran at.
I mean, in cancel, he's just playing around with G.
Oh,
Dream goes up. Oh, do it. Ah. I wanted to see him do it. It would have been nice.
But now they're able to actually push for a Rax already. And Deuce is not up for 10 more seconds. They should be able to claim this range Rax.
Yeah, they're struggling to stop this. They've got the Lich armor.
They don't want to risk it. The armor slowed it down too much. Syndra's in trouble. Deuce was respawning with Tusk.
And there's no reason
close,
to fight without their ults.
Yeah, they got it. I mean, they got it almost like about a quarter of the ways down.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Just wait for their ultimates to come back up. MidOrFeed under no sort of pressure at the moment.
I just realized G is 5-0-2 on the Mirana. He's part of all of his team skills.
There's not a lot there.
Yeah, I mean, he's part of all of them. And then when you look at the core Tusk that we were talking about, we haven't seen work out too well. Well, he's 1-9.
That's not great. That's not what you want to see on your off-lane role. And we've seen Afterlife, he can have very strong performances on, I'd say, more comfort heroes, but this Tusk, it was always going to be a hard lane to play. And as you say, maybe this wasn't the plan straight up from the start of the draft for Vega Squadron.
He was selected as Nyx in the initial start,
okay.
So that's why it was very bizarre to see them switch it to be a core Tusk, because the hero has the same impact as support and core. So having it in core role doesn't really give you much.
Yeah, it's a wasted role.
Yeah.
Greaves done now for Kezu. Sin, complete halberd.
They just picked up a lot of items.
They did.
12k advantage now. 12k experience and 15,000 experience and 12k gold.
Got the 800 mana for Aloha Dance, so it should this time have the chance to at least get off the Stone Gaze in reaction, even if he gets jumped on by Tomato. But he's going to have to use it straight away, and as we've seen, MidOrFeed have been pretty good at fighting around it. They poke at him, get him to pop the ult.
I feel like Vega just needs to somehow push lanes out and take fights better, like in a non-5v5 way. They need to be able to find these isolated team fights, but MidOrFeed's never allowing them. And now it's 30 minutes in. I think MidOrFeed might just pressure a bit more here since we have the double wagons coming out earlier on now.
Is that the play as well? You know, Afterlife, we didn't even talk about this, but taking a 10, the 90 GPM rather than the 40%.
Yeah, I did do that.
Like 40% XP, that is a lot of XP. 90 GPM, it's not a crazy amount, but the 40% seems pretty crazy. But you just really value items much more than levels on this hero?
I guess there's a core, but like, I personally like the XP talent. It's so much. It's the highest one in the game.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
we don't see core Tusk, so it's it's really hard to understand.
I mean, as you said, looking at the way that they changed things around at the end of the draft, when was the last time that you could imagine this team actually played with these heroes in these roles? Maybe it's something they're not used to. Straight in onto Zayat. He's got a chain frost. He will throw it out. But he's gone into Tomato's ready to lock the ball. Straight in. Jumping around the illusions. They come out with the Stone Gaze, but they just hold this Aloha Dance Producer in place with the Winter's Curse. Trying to escape with the shards. They're getting pretty greedy here, MidOrFeed. They're diving deep, playing around the tier 4s, and Tomato will turn back towards the objectives. He'll let the rest of his team move in for the kills as they take down Afterlife. He'll buy back immediately, TPing him very aggressively. Cancels TP will get cancelled, but he's fine. He's a puck. He's got face just to play around with. These two heroes just cannot control this. Bottom lane.
Trying the split push. He gets the tower.
He does, but they lose a Rax at base.
Yeah. And they're probably going to lose a little bit more if they decide to stay here.
I mean, look how much money's on cancel at this stage. He's sitting on 5.3k gold at like 32 minutes in. He's a rich puck.
Okay, let the Dagons come out.
Level 3 Dagon.
I think Tomato has the nullifier as well.
Oh, I like that.
Interesting.
I mean, that's just, just chasing down a Medusa, you're just going to be slowed forever.
Oh, it's also a way to dispel finally, so now they can remove the armor off people.
True. Diffusal, nullifier on Spectre with the damage he gives as well. That's absolutely terrifying.
It looks the item looks look at the Spectre's inventory. Look at that. It looks so weird now, right? Guess the hero edition right there. Mask of Madness, nullifier. I mean, the Diffusal Manta makes sense.
Sure, but I think the thing is, you look. I love the way this is working out. I think this feels like just the right build for Spectre. Like you get these items.
First Lich, it's very, very good, for sure.
Super hard for heroes to play around. Nullifier, it's just such a good item.
It can work really good with Puck as well, right? Because you can nullify them, Puck comes in and silences on top, and then they're pretty much, they've got the mute and silence of it. You're doomed in a way.
And it's very good.
Pretty cool. So now they're just going to the Rush Pit. They've got the Solar Crest finish. They have a massive amount of damage now coming from that Spectre. And a DD rune, of course, for Puck. Because why not? Aegis Cheese. The line is drawn. Weehaw wants to push up bottom, and then they want to take some fights.
I mean, dude, this game is pretty much guaranteed over, I feel, if they kill the Roche the third time, get Refresher Shard on Spectre, a couple of haunts, Vega has to go back to base.
I don't even see how Vega can fight at this point, honestly. Like, how do they kill this Spectre Puck?
It's honestly getting to the point where you're looking at lower dance, you're saying, you got to buy a Rapier. That's the only way that they change this game. But he's still sticking to the standard. Nothing too crazy. I mean, he's queuing up BKB. But as we know, that's not going to do much against a Nullifier.
No, it is not.
It ain't going to do anything. They've not got any items. I mean, is anyone building a Lotus Orb? Is there any sort of
They're just so
dispel?
poor. Honestly, they're so poor at this point. Like, the Nyx Slayer is... The big thing for me is when I look at Vega, I think Slayer making plays and Afterlife... By Lich. I think of Afterlife making, like, getting the space from Slayer making the moves successfully. But when Slayer is 0-9 and Afterlife is what, 1 in 10, I feel like this team has, like, there's nobody making plays except for G, like, trying his best to just, like, push lanes out as a Mirana, but he's just a Mirana in this game. What can he do as a team fighter?
And if those heroes aren't making plays, then Zayat, he can't do anything.
Yeah.
And it's as you said, those three heroes have just been an absolute non-issue. It feels like they haven't been in the game because of the way the MidOrFeed are played. And this is the thing, you know, G and Aloha Dance have played the core roles. Considering the position they're in, that this is a game where they're 31-7 down, their farm is very impressive. But at this stage, it's just not enough because the rest of the team literally does nothing.
Yeah, they really just don't. I mean, Lich, the Chain Frost, we've seen it multiple times, and it just feels extremely underwhelming. Completely counteracted by just an Omni Knight heal.
Kezi. He's got a full Shiva's Guard.
Shiva's guarding group Solar Crest. He's got 44 armor.
I mean, you aren't killing this guy. I mean, you're not killing anyone on the team, it feels like, at this stage.
44 armor, and he took the Degen aura talent, too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
What was that instead of? What's the options?
6. I mean, he doesn't need mana regen anymore.
Yeah, you take the Degen aura.
The Degen aura is really nice. Like, 46%
And then the Shiva's Guard, you're not moving anywhere.
It's pretty ridiculous how much it is, actually. I just love looking at all the new talents because you can't memorize everything.
There we go. That's the sim we know and love.
He hooked the creep. Dude, he's 6-0 and 21. Come on, man.
I know. We
can give him like 10 more of those.
If we didn't do stuff like that, we'd have to get his account checked to see who's actually playing it. We know it's him.
So this might sound like me being a noob, but does dispels the target. Does Nullify remove Ghost Scepter? It should.
Yeah, because you could dispel. Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's like the old.
I feel like I haven't seen it. I feel like I've seen it not purge it.
Nah, it should do.
Okay, yeah, I could be wrong.
It should do.
It's okay. Cancel goes in for Zayat, tries to commit with the Dagon. Turns around, should be able to blink out successfully.
In there, nice play to spells, forces the Medusa forward into the cogs. Another force bringing him vastly out of position. Does get the BKB off. You've got Tomato, he's trying to look for the backliners. Zayas is the one to fall low, actually gets away. No one yet dead on the side of Vega Squadron. Now they're looking to turn. They turn towards Tomato, but the cold embrace, purification's there. Tomato's back up to, as he's slowly healing up. He is underneath this tower still, rather deep. Buyback from G as Vega know they have to turn this fight, otherwise this game is maybe even over. They come across, still low, and he's still living down once for the Aegis. He's ready for round 2 though, and the question is, are Vega Squadron? I don't think they are. The Nullifier comes out onto the Nyx Assassin. He'll buy back immediately. Aloha Dance being forced back. G pops the BKB. They're toying with MidOrFeed, trying to draw their attention away from the structures. They still have the fortification. They're making the siege rather difficult for MidOrFeed. And in fact, difficult enough that MidOrFeed will back up a little bit. They'll get themselves away. Again, once the Hornet is down, MidOrFeed, they know that they're far ahead. I mean, they're 22k net worth lead. They don't need to go too crazy, so they'll say, all right, you want to keep playing this game? We'll keep playing this game. And so such a lead, 33-7.
Yeah,
that is. But again, this like they're 33-7, but the Medusa's the top of the net worth. I mean, this Aloha Dance, he's playing it cool. I mean,
look at his last hit.
Look at his last hit, 460 CS.
Yeah, dude. He's definitely keeping up there.
He's farming.
I mean, he's 0-4 though. He's farming though.
He absolutely is. 400. Look at this CS.
Maybe when he gets level 25, he just goes crazy.
I mean, it's the ultimate pub experience, you know. I'm sure Loa's used to this, you know. His team dying left, right, and center, but he still pulls off the top level plays that we know him for.
Who's going to be the first level 25? Are we going to get any level 25s? We've got...
Who's highest at the moment?
3 of them. Level 24 on Cancel, 23 on Kezu, 23 on Tomato, and I believe it was 23 on Dusa.
Well, hey, oh yeah, that's something. What are the 20 and 25 talents now? It's not the health and strength anymore, right?
On Spectre, it's Dispersion and health. Okay. Or Haunt Illusion damage.
That is the Nyx Assassin down for 60. No buyback on Slayer. And Haunt is back up. So MidOrFeed are ready to go fully in with this commitment on the push. I mean, you see the way that the Council's just jumping in amongst the four of them.
He's got no fear whatsoever.
Just drawing their attention away. And the Frost talent, not enough to keep this tower alive. It's down. And look for the jump.
Weehaw is actually pretty far up right now.
This Cold Embrace 4 safe. Very nice. Keeps Weehaw alive, who will be able to blink back out. I mean, Aloha does moves forward with the BKB. But he's just held in place for the duration of it by the Winter's Curse. They're ready to go in with the Haunt. Stone Gaze does still come out. They're slowing him down with the Battery Cell combination and the Nullifier. He's pushed back. They still continue to chase. And Tomato won't be affected by the Stone Gaze. He's not looking at this juicer for long enough. They lose Zayats. Vega rolling with Afterlife. The silence is out. Cancel bursts down. Aloha Dance. Afterlife is gone as well. And they finally tap out. GG, well played is called. MidOrFeed taking game one, and very, very convincingly as well. This was not a good game for Vega Squadron.
Cinderin did not die.
I mean, that just speaks
the man
a lot about this game.
Yeah, it just seemed like, I mean, this game felt like G was trying his best to run around and get kills as the Mirana, but at one point, I mean, this Tusk, I'll say, was extremely underwhelming for me as a core.
I don't think they'll be doing the offlane Tusk.
I don't think
anyone will be doing the offlane Tusk.
And I think they just need to pick more team fight. I think they have just too much mixture going on in their lineup. They have like Lich to do well in the lanes, but then Nyx Assassin doesn't really do much.